Hi guys, it's Lyra, and this is Obviously Dreadful. Obviously, I used to have a head full of dreads, and I still have lots of things to say. Many opinions, most of which are still probably unpopular ones. If you're new, stick around, have a chat. Maybe we can be friends. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, I love you. I've missed you. Welcome back. Let's go. Hi guys, welcome back. It's been a long time. I am absolutely not going to chat your ear off. This is not how I anticipated coming back. I have been dealing with health things for quite some time. I still am. But in the events that unfolded yesterday, I think now more than ever, it is absolutely imperative for any of us that have any form of platform, no matter how big or small, to use it, to be loud, to be heard, and to condemn the absolutely horrendous attempt on the former president and likely future president's life that happened yesterday. I found out yesterday when I came home. My son and I had been running quick errand, and I opened TikTok, and it was the first thing I saw. At that point in time, they weren't calling it what it was yet. At that point in time, they weren't even saying for sure that it was a yet. Um, but it's it's as if I don't know what you guys saw first, heard first, how you found out, but the clip that I saw, you could hear the popping, and you watched him grab his head before he fell, before any Secret Service even responded in any way, which is a whole other bag of worms on its own, might I add. Maybe we'll do a separate video on that because what exactly they were doing, I'd love to know because it wasn't protecting him. And you can call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever you'd like, but there's so much more to this story. There's no way this just happened the way it happened. And I'm sorry, their reaction time, people are like, oh, they did such a good job. No, they did a terrible job, a terrible job. And I saw that. I mean, my immediate response to the popping, watching him grab his ear, watching him fall down on his own before any Secret Service even responded, was to yell to my son, oh my God, someone just tried to Trump. So, anyway, that being said, I see that Tom MacDonald shared his opinion via some lyrics for us today, and I would like to listen to that with you. I think, again, that's something that should be shared, because any way that we can share or support or make people listen is important, even though clearly there are some that are just deranged and demented and a total lost cause, and it really breaks my heart for this country. But nonetheless, that's it. That's where we're at. Here's where we are. Let's hear what Tom has to say. Let's go. So right off the bat, he's giving us a message on the screen about what happened yesterday. It was an example of political violence, a horrifying one at that, the horrendous actions, and then in red we have they missed. And I mean, some of y'all have been so loud about that, so I can get the double meaning of that and why it's. Anyway, let's go. Let's hear what he has to say.
They burning the country down with their progressiveness. It started with changing what gender is. Then graduated to your racist if you think that your life matters and your skin don't have melanin. They don't want peace, they want skeletons. They want men to pretend that they're feminine.
They don't want peace, they want skeletons. I mean, and that's the truth. Let's go back. The progressiveness, and it's not even real progressiveness. It's this false fueled narrative of nonsense that has brainwashed a group of the population, and it blows my mind still to this day. But anyway, let's go.
They burning the country down with their progressiveness. It started with changing what gender is. Then graduated to your racist if you think that your life matters and your skin don't have melanin. They don't want peace, they want skeletons. They want men to pretend that they're feminine. They don't want an election, they got so offended by freedom that they just tried killing the president. I used to think that the woke women scouted.
Wait a minute, I don't want to get those lyrics wrong, because that was so, I mean, that just sums it up. Like, you just got so offended that you just tried to, like, what? What? Okay.
That your life matters and your skin don't have melanin. They don't want peace, they want skeletons. They want men to pretend that they're feminine. They don't want an election, they got so offended by freedom that they just tried killing the president.
They just got so offended by freedom that they just tried killing the president. What? Like, where are we? How? Well, I know how we got here. And, I mean, the biggest culprits are these social justice warrior influencers and the media. And it's not just CNN. Fox News does it too. Let's just be honest about that. It's the constant nonsense. But I just don't understand how some people don't see it. And how we got to the point that this is where we're at. That there was an attempted on Trump yesterday, and some of y'all are screaming online. Like, okay, let's go. Let's just keep going.
And your skin don't have melanin. They don't want peace, they want skeletons. They want men to pretend that they're feminine. They don't want an election, they got so offended by freedom that they just tried killing the president. I used to think that the woke women scouted, but now I can see that they're evil. Twitter is angry that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot? Innocent people.
I used to think that the woke were misguided, but now I just see that they're evil. True. And Twitter's offended that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot? Innocent people. And that's just it. That's where I was just at a minute ago. Like, what is wrong with some of you? And every one of you that are screaming that online for the world to see on the internet that's forever, need a knock at the door. Every future employer should check your social media. Your neighbors should know who you are. You are a danger to the population. There's something wrong. And you either need serious help or I don't know. I don't know where we're at anymore, because I don't understand how some of y'all can even say that. Innocent people lost their lives. There was an attempt on the life of the former president, and whether you like him or not, what is wrong with you? I mean, a lot. And some of y'all are just pure evil, and I also do blame the media and the influence. There are people that are easily manipulated in the world. I mean, who is the cult now? Wake up. Get help. Please get help. Let's go.
So offended by freedom that they just tried killing the president. I used to think that the woke women scouted, but now I can see that they're evil. Twitter is angry that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot? Innocent people. Thought y'all were tolerant, thought we were equal. Thought you valued how everyone feels. Like, why are y'all celebrating an attempted assassination like you're part of Antifa? Thank God the left hand.
See? Why are you celebrating an attempted assassination like you're part of that's where we just were a minute ago again. See, some of our brains work like they should, and some people's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Let's go.
Angry that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot? Innocent people. afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed.
I mean, there. I mean, that's all that needed to be said. And let's not go with this new narrative of he was registered as a Republican. Like, come on, stop it with that. Okay, first of all, can we find out? Well, I know we can find out, but will we find out? Probably not. When did he register as one? Because there's two ways that goes. One, he's either been manipulated and changed, and he registered that way because that's how his parents are registered, or they registered for him when he turned 18, or whatever it might have been. Or, and follow along here with me for a minute. It was more recent, and it's part of the derangement where, when you're already so deranged that you're going to go to the extreme. You had to know how that was going to end up for you after you attempted it. Whether it was successful or not, you had to know what was going to happen to you. I mean, there was no way you were coming out of that okay. So, was that registration more recent? Like, did you do that to try to make others look bad, and so you could put the blame for your behavior on other people? Because, come on, like, stop that. Like, just stop it. And again, who cares what he was registered at? He come on. Okay. Like, let's just cut the bullshit, though. All right, let's go.
Welcome to the home of the brave, freedom and afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. They got the left hand. Why can't they just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. Gotta lock them up in a cage. Now you try to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed.
Tried to lock him in a cage. Now you tried to kill what you hate. You missed. Like, come on now. I mean, nobody could say it better. That's all that needed to be said. The talent that would go into doing this so quickly, like having the perfect words in the perfect rhymes, in the perfect schemes, with the perfect beat, in the perfect tempo to get everything across, but for it to all be true and factual is a talent on another planet to begin with. So I will never knock Tom for that, because his talent is out of this world. And I don't care what anybody says. You can disagree. You cannot like him too. It's okay. We can talk about it in the comments. Just be respectful. Maybe some of y'all can give me a look into your brains on how they work. I would love that. I would love a conversation. I mean, we could do a live. We could do, I would give anything to just hear where how you got to the place that you are, that you feel like. I want to talk to one of those people that's made the screaming videos of, how could you, man? I want that conversation so badly, because I want to know how do you get to that point? Anyway, let's go.
Almost trust the science, but it never made sense to me. Why would we put all our trust in the enemy? Millions of people are hooked on amphetamines. They're making billions on untested remedies. Borders are open to people with felonies. Fighting can't stop them. You don't have the energy. Y'all want to kill the man trying to fight for a better tomorrow by making him Kennedy? I try to give you...
Y'all want to kill the person fighting for a better tomorrow and make him Kennedy? Come on now. Come on now. And we all know that Biden doesn't have the energy. We know that the border's a mess. I don't know why anybody would trust in the pharmaceutical. It's all true. It's all true. You don't need me to go, because I can, and I will, but not today. Not today. Let's go.
Tested remedies. Borders are open to people with felonies. Fighting can't stop them. You don't have the energy. Y'all want to kill the man trying to fight for a better tomorrow by making him Kennedy? I try to give y'all a chance. Maybe the left isn't nuts. I was wrong, because y'all are exactly as crazy as every conservative person I know said you were all along. When protests go hard.
Ooh. And again, and we know that I try to stay in the middle. And I've talked about that many times on my channel during reactions. There are many sequences of events that have unfolded that just, the middle isn't the middle anymore. The middle, if you sat in the middle, honestly, you have to be sitting to the right at this point. And not even intentionally, but just because. I mean, if not, you've got pushed to delusion. So there's no way to sit in the middle anymore. The middle doesn't exist anymore, in my opinion. And anyway, let's go. But he's right. Actually, just let me just go for one more minute. He's right. You know, you try to give people the benefit of the doubt. You try to stay neutral, but you really are what people are saying that you are. They're not saying it to be mean. They're not saying it out of hate. They're saying it because it's true. You are crazy. So many of you are the evil that the hate, the disdain, again, I would love that conversation because I can't wrap my mind around it. But anyway, he's 100% right. Let's go.
It's like maybe the left isn't nuts. I was wrong, because y'all are exactly as crazy as every conservative person I know said you were all along. When a protest go hard, when the burn flags go off, and y'all are so triggered that you're pulling triggers at presidents. Y'all the terrorists when you're armed.
Ooh, y'all are so triggered, you're pulling triggers. First of all, gotta love the double. But, I mean, not like, y'all have burnt cities. You burn the flag. But how do we get here? And there's no going back. There's no going back. None of you can ever mumble the words January 6th ever again. None of you can, you just can't. There's no going backwards from where yesterday took us. And there's no going backwards from deciding how you felt about where yesterday took us. There's no two ways to feel about it. So you either absolutely condemn it, whether you like the person or not, or you are the absolute problem. And again, people should be checking on you. Anyway, let's go.
Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom and afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't
God, the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Freedom ain't afraid of violence. And you missed. So stay mad about that. But again, please let me know why you're mad about it. Please, 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 somebody just give me that conversation. Let's finish it up, guys.
you wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. Cause they lock them up in a cage. And you try to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed.
Listen, y'all, I have missed a lot of Tom's new songs and a lot of Tom's new work, and I have every intention of coming back and catching up. And this will just be the start of that, because I realized, I needed the time. I still need time, but it's important and it's necessary. Those words were necessary from him. I applaud him for not only the talent and everything else, but the courage to stand on it. Because many will not. They will say, oh, it shouldn't have happened, or violence is bad, or violence is sick. But anyway, so it's an appreciated message. It's a necessary message. What happened yesterday is absolutely inexcusable, unforgettable. There is no going back. There's no two ways. There's no anything. And there's so many other things that need looked into about it, because again, I do not believe for 1 second that he was being protected. People can say, oh, I'm so happy the Secret Service. No, they did a terrible job. They did a terrible job. He had already been shot and put himself on the ground before they came to anywhere near him. How? How did that, how, and there were people screaming at them that there was somebody on the roof with it, and they did nothing. Like, there's so much more to this that needs to unfold. It needs to be exposed. It needs to come out. The truth has to come out. And the truth will always ring louder than every lie. So call me what you want right now. You can say I'm a conspiracy theorist. You can say, oh, they said that's not what happened. Like, I don't care. I don't believe it. You will never convince me. There's more to this story. And he was absolutely not being protected. So it happened because they let it happen. And that's just the truth. I'm not going to keep you forever outside of that. If you came back and watched me today, I appreciate you so much. Please talk with me in the comments. I do miss you guys terribly. I needed the push. I needed the push to sit down and do this. I'm in pain right now. I'm having a terrible time still with my legs, but we got a lot of songs to go back over and a lot of things to talk about and a lot that's gone on in this country, and we have an election coming ahead, so it is more important now than ever. So let's have the conversations. And again, if you disagree, please talk with me, please. And it can be in the comments, it can be in a private message, it can be anywhere. Also, if you ever need anything, please reach out. I'm still here, guys, anytime. I will talk with any of you. My ears, my heart, always open. If you need resources, they're always down in my description box. I appreciate all of you to the ends of the earth. Thank you for waiting for me. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that my phone and my volume are at least minimally cooperating today. I still have to replace them, hopefully soon. All my money right now is going to my health, so I apologize, but nonetheless, I'm so glad to be back here with you. I appreciate you, like I said, and I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your Sunday, guys. Thanks for